Hey guys, welcome back to another video on the My Team career mode for the Canadian GP here in the My Team career mode, as I've already said. But if you've not seen the last episode, last time out we were in Spain, we are just gonna change our components, engine components. But now, as I'm thinking about it, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take a whole new engine for this race. And hopefully that might boost us up the order just a wee bit. But yeah, I am gonna take penalties. I am going to fit a whole new engine for this weekend. But apart from that, as I was saying, if you've not seen the last episode, I would highly recommend you go and see that, as we were in Spain last time out, as I dealt with something there, as I had to fire some guy as he made a mistake. But yeah, it was a good race. We had a lot of problems, as you saw there. Our engine was a bit. Our engine didn't want to. Our engine didn't want to compete anymore, and that's probably the best way to say it. But as we go through to practice one now, but I didn't want to compete anymore, so we lost fourth gear halfway through the race, and then just to rub it in a wee bit, my car decided to go into low fuel mode around the final like 5 turns, so I lost a position, which lost 2 positions actually, as it was a photo finish, and I went down into 13th. We did have the pace for a points finish, I do have to say so myself, but it just wasn't meant to be in Spain. But hopefully we can change that here in Canada and try and get points for the first time in Canada. Canada's probably one of my favourite tracks in this game. It just feels a lot better with the new handling model and the way the cars behave now, with the new traction and how they've improved all of that. But that's practice 2, now going into practice 3, as I was rambling on there. But yeah, just looking at some of the discounts we can get that one successful. But what we did find out last time out was that the McLarens and the Aston Martins are probably where our fight is. I don't see it. I don't see us fighting the top teams at all this season. It's just to be expected. We're just a new team into F1, but yeah. So Aston Martins and the McLarens and possibly the Alpines is where our fight is right now, and that's probably where our pace is. But now moving through to qualifying for the Canadian GP, and hopefully we can carry some of the pace we were carrying in Spain and maybe improve it actually, as we've got our helmet and we've got our race suit and we're being weighed, and then we are in the car ready to go qualifying. As you can see there, I changed my personal sticker on the halo, and it's Bonjour Quebec. I don't think I'll be going to Quebec any time soon. Not my bucket list, not somewhere I would like to go. But yeah, so just skipping through just a wee bit to go for a lap, skipping through 10 minutes, and now we go for our flying lap here in Canada. And the car does feel rapid with the new engine, fresh soft tyres on round turn 2s. It's not the best line through turn 2, as we got a bad line coming out of the first turn. But now going through the downhill chicane, this is pretty tricky to nail it and try not to get track limits, as I didn't get track limits there. Going round that right-hander there, and it is a good first sector. Now coming around the final chicane, keeping it out of the Wall of Champions just, but now on the run down to the line. Where can we place our car? We place our car in 21st, which is not the best, as we went back to the garage and now we are out for another lap on the same tyres, same used tyres, but hopefully we can put in a better lap as the car starts to wiggle just a wee bit there as we go down on our time. Now as we go through the downhill chicane, we brake just a wee bit later, keeping it at track limits, and we're already a 10th off on our time, and hopefully this is the pace we can carry through into the race later on. But now going down the straight, activating DRS, and we're 3 tenths up on our time, but now crossing the line, we're going to go up into 12th in Q1, near the end of Q1, and hopefully, just hopefully, we can hang on to 12th position and keep 12th position as we come around the final turn now. Down the main straight now, we cross the line, and where are we going to go? We are going to just make it through to Q2. We're going to place our car in 14th in Q1, and we make it through into Q2 for, I think, the second time only in this My Team career mode, as the first time was our first race in Bahrain, which wasn't a good race afterwards, but our teammate 21st, not the best, but now for our first time up in Q2, coming around the chicane now. It is an okay first sector. They're activating DRS as we go down the straight now, just trying to carry as much speed as we can as we go through the chicane now, and hopefully we can carry as much speed as we can through. But now coming down the straight now, where can we place our car? We place our car in 10th, sorry, thought that was 9th, but now for another flying lap after we are in last now. Can we maybe just try, just maybe, to get through into Q3, as I do feel like the car does have the pace to do so, as we are a 10th, just a 10th up on our time as we go through the downhill chicane now, keeping it nice and tidy. So we're 2 tenths up on our time, and maybe this is an opportunity to go through into Q3 there, as we're just faster than it's been Ocon, and we go up into 6th position. 4 minutes left of Q2 and we go up into 6th. What a lap from the car, and hopefully, just hopefully, we can hold on to 6th position and move forward into Q3. But now as we cross the line, it doesn't matter if I improve on my time or not, but we are going to make it through into Q3 just in 9th position. For the first time ever, we make it through into Q3 in the My Team car with the brand new engine. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but we do make it through into Q3, and honestly, I think that is the best qualifying we've had so far in our My Team career modes. I'm just ecstatic. We make it through into Q3, and we're going to start 9th on the grid for the race, and hopefully, just hopefully, we can maybe take advantage of that and move forward in the field. But now for Q3, where can we place our car? I don't think it's going to be too high, as there's a lot of fast cars around us. But apart from that, a 10th up on my time, which is confusing because I don't remember setting a lap before this. But apart from that, okay. But now, that's weird. That is really weird. As it said I was on lap 2, but now he's across the line, it says I'm on lap 1. Really weird. But now just coming down the downhill chicane, just trying to build as much time as we can. We're about 4 tenths up on our time. I waited until everybody went out, until the track warmed up and got some rubber on it, but it's good for sector, about 5 tenths up on my time, but I don't remember setting a time before this. But apart from that, we're 1.2 seconds up on a time that I don't remember setting. We're going to cross the line, we're going to come 7th in qualifying, but now everybody's going to cross the line, and where are they going to put their cars? We're going to the grass, we're not going to improve. But now, just looking where everybody places their car. But now, as we finish qualifying, we do finish 10th, 1.2 off a pole, Carlos Sainz, but the Ferrari of Carlos Sainz takes a pole with Charles Leclerc in 2nd, which is confusing, and Max Verstappen in 3rd, as the Mercedes are right up there and they look quick this weekend. But just hopefully, I'm praying that we can get points. But going to hand it over to David
the
Croft.
St. Lawrence River here in Montreal for the Canadian Grand Prix. The event first moved to the variant of this track back in 1978, and it was won by none other than Gilles Villeneuve, the first Canadian to ever win his home race, and in whose honour the circuit would be renamed. It's one of the fastest races of the season here at the Circuit Gilles Villeneuve, with around 60% of this 2.7-mile circuit taken at full throttle. There are 14 corners to navigate, the very last of which has its very own infamous history and could be the cause of a safety car today. Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. It's Carlos Sainz in pole position, and it's Charles Leclerc in P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Russell, Hamilton, Perez, Fernando Alonso, Gasly, Albon, Iceman, Norris, Ocon, Bottas, Oscar Piastri, Stroll, Magnussen, Tsunoda, Joe, Hulkenberg, De Vries, Iwasa and Logan Sargent. With preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
On the grid now, but we're going to go straight forward into the 5 red lights. The 5 red lights are on, and it's lights out, and away we go. It's an okay start for me. I'm going to move over to the right and just try and keep that outside line. We are going to brake just a wee bit, not going for any too risky moves, keeping out the back of Fernando Alonso. We're going to follow Fernando Alonso through. We are in 10th. We are going to try and get past Lando Norris. It doesn't work though, so we keep 10th on the opening few turns, which is pretty good with faster cars starting all around us. But now deploying a bit of ERS, we're going to dive up the inside of Lando Norris. We're up into 9th position, which is absolutely insane. On the first lap we are up into 9th, and we're up into points, and now Fernando Alonso in the Aston Martin, which is a much faster car than us, is in 8th, sorry, and hopefully we can try and catch up to him on this first lap. Deploying a bit of ERS so Lando Norris can't catch up to me too much. We're going to just keep it out of the back of Fernando Alonso. I think there was a wee bit of a love tap actually, as Lewis Hamilton's down into 7th after starting 5th, which is a wee bit confusing. I think he might have taken a wee bit of engine penalties, but I am looking at it. Do I send it? No, I don't. I'm just going to keep it nice and tidy through the final part of the lap, deploying ERS, and hopefully Carlos Sainz does set fastest lap, but hopefully we can dive bomb Fernando Alonso into turn 1. We can dive bomb Fernando Alonso down into turn 1. We do momentarily get up to 8th. Can we keep 8th? Yes, we can. We are up into 8th on the second lap of this race, and now chasing down Lewis Hamilton for 7th in that Mercedes, even though he is a much faster car. But here comes Lewis Hamilton there as I momentarily passed him as a chicane, but he forced me off wide as he keeps that outside line, and I can't do anything to keep on track, so I had to bail. But now coming round the hairpin, can I try and go round the outside of Fernando Alonso and keep that position? Yes, I can. But now coming down the back straight, now we don't get DRS on Lewis Hamilton, but Fernando Alonso I think gets DRS on us, but isn't going to be worth anything as we move forward. And now Fernando Alonso moves down a couple of positions as he pitted, but now Lando Norris moves past us and we are down into 9th. But can we maybe dive up the inside? No, we cannot, which is confusing, that we couldn't pull off that move. I thought we were close enough, but we are going to be close enough now with DRS. What way are we going to go? We're going to go round to the outside. Lando's going to put up no fight. We're going to go into the chicane. Lando Norris just pulls out behind me, and we are up into 8th, but that's a couple of people pitting, and now we are down into 7th. We were in 6th as people pitted, and now we're just going to hold on maybe to this position against Lando Norris, but I let him pass so I could get DRS on him down the straight, doing some Max Verstappen tactical thinking. But down the straight we go. We do fake it from the outside to the inside. We do get past Lando Norris, no contact made, and we're up into 6th in this Canadian GP, and hopefully we can hold on to these positions and maybe move just a wee bit higher and score points for the first time in our My Team career mode, as it does look promising on lap 10 of this 25 lap race. Skipping ahead and bit into the lap, Lando Norris attacks me again, but I'll let him pass so I can get DRS on him down the back straight, just keeping behind him before the detection line. I think, maybe, did I? No, I just passed the detection line there. I thought it was earlier. Oh, never mind at all. I do get DRS from Lando Norris, which is very helpful. And now moving on through the final section of the lap, about to go on to lap 13 of this race. Now coming in to the pits, hopefully it is a good pit stop and there's no distractions on the tyres, but there is a problem on the right rear tyre again, and there's problems. That is the second problem in a row we've had with the pit stops, and it just cannot keep on happening. If I have to be honest, it just cannot. Well, we're just going to lose so much points in the constructors, and for me anyways, in the driver standings. But let's try and move past that, as we're down to 15th, but I think there's quite a lot of people still left to pit, and hopefully we can boost ourselves up into the order just a wee bit. But now coming round the final turn, there is a couple of people pitting, and from 15th we move up into 13th. That's it, we move up into 13th, and now we just have to do the rest of the pushing by ourselves during this race. We do set fastest set to 3, which is a nice wee bonus as we move up into 12th, as we overtook Lando Norris as he came out the pit exit when he pitted. But now Fernando Alonso battling with Kevin Magnussen. We are right up the back of Kevin Magnussen. I'm not going to go for the move. I'm just going to wait just a wee bit, and I'm right up his rear end. But now we're going to go round this right hander. I'm going to dive down the inside of Kevin Magnussen. We move up into 11th, and that is it's a good move. And now we have DRS off of Kevin Magnussen, and now we try and chase after Fernando Alonso, who's moved up past Valtteri Bottas. So now we pass Valtteri Bottas. We lose a lot of time to Fernando Alonso doing that, though it probably wasn't the best move to do. We do get DRS off him though, and now we can chase down Fernando Alonso as we're up into 10th, and there's yellow flags, and Esteban Ocon is out of the race, and we're up into 9th, and this is good points. This is really good points. Even if Valtteri Bottas overtakes us during these final few laps, we are still in 9th place. But Fernando Alonso has spun it, and I'm up into 8th. Fernando Alonso has spun his car that I almost spun my car. I'm that eager to get on the throttle. Fernando Alonso spins and we're up into 8th, and he caused a wee bit of a traffic jam as he was rejoining. But now as we round the final couple turns, round the final turn now, for the final time in Canada, for the first time we're going to score points in this My Team career mode. We're going to finish 8th in the Canadian GP, and what a race it was.
A truly magnificent drive and a great performance from the entire team to secure victory here in Canada. So Natalie, what do you think helped them deliver this result?
Quite simply, a driver is nothing without the team behind them. So, a deserved winner, but we do have to give a shout out to the team in the pit lane and back at the factory. Very much a collaborative process.
Ferrari are at it again. An excellent performance at today's Grand Prix, and they're certainly a team that knows there.
Well, what an absolutely incredible race. We score our first points and it's 4 points. Couldn't have dreamed of anything better. But looking at Carlos Sainz wins from Fernando Alonso and Lewis Hamilton in third. George Russell and Max Verstappen round out the top 5. And then Valtteri Bottas rounds out the top 10. But we finish 8th, which is absolutely incredible. Fernando Alonso goes down into 13th after his spin from 8th position, but that doesn't really matter. We score points for the first time in this My Team career mode. I really do hope you enjoyed this video as I did, as we scored the first points, and I just can't get over it. But I will see you next time for the Austrian GP, and hopefully we can carry this momentum through and score more points in the Austrian GP, as we have the sprint next weekend as well for our first sprint on the channel.